Hi, I'm Zach, and this is Challenger Vedic Astrology and Tarot. Welcome to the channel. So, today we're filming the May Tarot reading for Cancer, Ascendant Moon, and Sun signs. And if you like this video, you want to see more great content like it, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me and the channel. To be notified whenever I release a new video, be sure to hit the bell icon and select all. And if you'd like a Vedic Sidereal birth chart, a personal tarot reading, or an astrology consultation, links to those will be in the description box in the comments below. And if you'd like to donate to help support the channel, links to those will be in the description box as well. Alright, so Cancer. First off, these are your Vedic Sidereal placements, not your Western Tropical. If you don't know your Sidereal placements, you can get a birth chart from my website. But these are important because I use your sidereal transits to confirm what we're seeing in your reading. Now, I also use Nakshatra or constellation omens to get extra details in your reading, like what Nakshatra is moon transiting through or aspecting, and what omens take place throughout the reading while I'm filming it. Now, these are general readings. So general readings aren't always going to be accurate to what's taking place in your life. Now, if it's not accurate, the transits still will be, the omens still will be, but you may need to watch your other placements to get the full picture. Okay. But we're going to kick things off with the Celtic Cross with the Tarot, and then we'll close things out with the Kipper Oracle spread. I'm going to lay out your cards, and then we'll talk about it. And of course, I'm going to clarify at the end of all that. Alright, well, let's get into it. Alright, so for the overall energy, we have the Five of Cups. Okay, so this is past sorrow, past regrets. Okay. Now, the heart of the matter, we have Judgment. There's some transformative decision taking place here. The Challenge, the Moon. So the Moon is something hidden, but the Moon can also be depression. The Wolf is a symbol of the constellation of Ardra, which is tied to heartbreak, sorrow, and loneliness. So with the Five of Cups and the Moon, I definitely see some of you are battling depression. Okay. But what you're focused on, the Star, you are focused on healing. And you're also focused on something you're wishing for. Okay. Now, in the past, we have the Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands is someone very passionate, very attractive. Yeah. Now, your strength is the Ten of Wands. You're showing me it's your strength to deal with something that is incredibly difficult. I don't know what that is, but we'll see when I clarify. Now, the immediate future, the Page of Swords. So, Page of Swords can be spying. It can be some light communication, like a text. It could also be like a small idea. Now, the supportive energy, the Knight of Swords. So, some more serious communication. Taking action. The hidden energy, the Four of Pentacles. So, what's hidden is something is being held on to here. Could be that someone's being stubborn. Now, your hopes and fears, there we go. Couldn't talk there for a second. Maybe you don't want to talk about what you're hoping for or fearing. Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles could be working on something. It could be a third-party situation. If I see more clarifiers showing something like that, Three of Pentacles alone is not enough. Yeah, you could be fearing that you're not able to work on something. Or this could be tied to a friend or a coworker, even. Now, the potential outcome. We have the King of Cups. So, potential outcome is tied to emotional balance, being more emotionally stable. This could be tied to a particular person who is very emotionally developed, in touch with their emotions. Alright, why the Five of Cups for the overall energy? Five of Wands, Four of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there's past sorrow and past regrets tied to conflict, disappointment, possibly rejection, and wanting a change for the better. But I'm guessing that didn't happen because I see a bunch of sorrow here. But I'm also getting that things are changing for the better in the present, or at least soon. Temperance. It's been a long time of needing to try to balance and heal. So why Judgment in the heart of the matter here? High Priestess, Page of Cups, the Hanged Man. Your intuition's been guiding you when it comes to some kind of emotional communication. You were kind of keeping yourself stuck, but you have a new perspective on this now. Four of Swords. You needed to do a lot of resting and healing. Okay. Still not really sure what this is about, but we'll see. Why the Moon for the challenge? Ace of Swords, Magician, the Seven of Cups. Okay. So the challenge is you've been manifesting some opportunities here, possibly an option. Seven of Cups is multiple, so it can be options. Now this could be honest communication or some kind of mental breakthrough. I'm leaning communication though, because you're showing me emotional communication, and now you're showing me honest communication. Now this could be someone you already know that you're trying to have this with. And I'm more inclined to think that, because you're showing me past sorrow and regrets tied to the overall energy. Empress at the bottom of the deck. Okay? So Empress can be an older woman, like a motherly figure, but Empress is also who we value the most. So, this could be a child with regrets for, I don't know, how they treated their mother. This could be some regrets for how things went between you and your spouse. This could go a number of ways. But Moon is transiting in Pushya, which is a constellation tied to motherhood. So that's why in particular I got the thing between like a mother and child. Okay. Why the Star in your focus? I'm actually getting this as wanting to heal things. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, the World. You're showing me that when it comes to being single, being independent, being on your own, you've had a lot of stress and anxiety about that, and you want to close out that cycle. You don't want to be alone anymore. A Chariot, you want to move forward towards what you've been wishing for. I hope that you've, done your healing, at least for yourself, before, you're trying to make things right with this person. But okay, why the Queen of Wands in the past? Page of Wands, Hierophant, and the Emperor. Okay. So, there could have been some kind of age gap between you and your partner. That's one thing I'm seeing here. In a committed relationship in the past. I'm also getting that there could be a child involved. They had a child, you had a child, or you both had a child together. But Five of Cups. Past sorrow and past regrets are tied up to this. Now, you're not showing me what those are yet. Outside of conflict and disappointment. That's the only thing you've shown me tied to that. Okay. Why the Ten of Wands for your strength? Okay. Ace of Cups, the Sun, and the King of Cups. So you're showing me bare minimum, you want to feel better. You want to be happy. Possibly even new love. But you are showing me it is incredibly difficult. Ten of Wands. The greatest burden in tarot. Okay. So as soon as I said the greatest burden in tarot, my recording decided to stop working. My recording software just stopped. So yeah, this is definitely a heavy burden for you. And I see that you kind of want to drop it sometimes. You just want to stop. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There's something about communication here. Getting that clearly. Why why Page of Swords in your immediate future? The Moon, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. So when it comes to honest communication, an opportunity for that. In the immediate future, I'm seeing the curiosity is there. But you are very confused and you're overthinking. Keeping yourself stuck. Okay. Why the Knight of Swords in the supportive energy? Knight of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Queen of Swords. I'm seeing that this communication, if you bring the emotions with it, I see emotional balance, possibly emotional wish fulfillment with this person. Now, I do see they could be a little sharp, a little cutting. You might get some pushback. But Justice at the bottom of the deck. Making things right isn't necessarily easy. And I do see that there can be balance between you and this person if you come forward with that communication. Why the Four of Pentacles in the hidden energy? Tower, Ace of Wands, Three of Wands. Okay. So when it comes to holding back, I'm getting this as you. Maybe you haven't realized how much you've been holding back, but suddenly there's action being taken. I'm getting this as you, though. Now, I don't know exactly why this is hidden from you, but for some reason you're not seeing how you've been holding back. Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Maybe it's because you've finally done enough healing to realize. Why Three of Pentacles for the hopes and fears here? Queen of Cups, Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. Okay. So, you're showing me that you are hoping on working on this, having happy family, happy relationship with this person. You still have a lot of love for them. And hoping, to have solid communication with them. And once again, for some of you, there could either be an age difference or a child involved. With this Queen of Wands from the past. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck again. I want to say again, but because they're there in the past as well. Why this King of Cups for the potential outcome? Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands, the Ten of Wands. Okay, so this work tied up to having that happy family, happy relationship. You're showing me that you're still planning, still waiting, and it's still incredibly difficult to have that happiness, that emotional balance that you want to have. I mean, it's going to remain that way if you don't take action to have that happiness. If you know that this is, if your only chance at happiness is to take this action and you're not taking it, then how do you expect that to change? Let's get your final cards. Chariot, Ten of Swords, Temperance. Okay. Yeah, you're scared of moving forward. Very clearly what I'm seeing here. Show me temperance, balance, and healing in time. Look, I see you've dealt with a lot of past sorrow, past regrets. My question is, how much worse do you think it can be? I mean, what's the worst outcome here? It stays the same? Because I don't think it can get much worse. Not from what I'm seeing here. To me, it looks like you're at rock bottom already. Nowhere to go but up. But we have the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I do see that you're learning. Hopefully you are. Happiness isn't just going to fall in your lap. You have to do something. If you just stay put, lock yourself away, how do you expect anything to change? Alright, let's look at your oracle cards and see what's going on there, Cancer. Okay, we have marriage, thoughts, and concern. We also have child, distant horizons, and pathway. Okay, so definitely thinking a lot about this committed relationship, if not an actual marriage. There's a lot of concern regarding that. Also, child, distant horizons, and pathway. There could be something here about a child. I was saying it like the entire reading. There's something about a long period of time or a long road. Pathway takes a while. Okay. And distant horizons, that can either be far off places or it could be like dreams. Well, let's see. Why marriage? Happiness with flowers and casket. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Okay. So, a few things here. One, you're concerned about the end of a committed relationship where there was happiness. Now, another thing I'm going to say is, for some of you, this is not going to be most of you, um, you may be dealing with the loss of a loved one. If so, I'm sorry that you're going through that. And I hope that you can get some small measure of peace. Okay. My thoughts. Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes and target a goal-oriented person. Okay. So you're thinking, but I'm getting that you need to rely on your gut instinct more. You know, that first thing, first feeling you get. And that's going to help you, accomplish the goals you want to accomplish more than just thinking about it. But why concern? Grasshoppers, situations in the balance that require careful handling. And man. Dealings a relationship with a man. Okay. So either this is you concerned about this man, or you are this man who's concerned. You're basically showing me you're not quite sure what to do here. Trust your intuition. I didn't see the High Priestess come up at all in your reading, but definitely trust your intuition. If you feel, if your first instinct is, I need to message this person, or talk to them, or communicate with them, assuming, there's not something crazy like a restraining order going on or something, then you need to reach out. Especially if you were the one who did wrong in this situation. Now, I have no idea. You didn't show me what that wrong was. But what child? Law. Be careful, do not take risks. And wishbone, wish is granted. Okay. So, I don't know what this is about. Be careful about taking risks. Could be that some of you, I didn't really get this in the reading, but I do feel the need to say it. Some of you could get someone pregnant if you're not careful. A wishbone, a wish is granted. Child is also tied to a new beginning. So, I do see that there could be a new beginning here for you. Tied to a wish being granted. Some of you may also be wishing to have children. If so, I see that being possible for you. Okay, why distant horizons? Lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. And Dark Woman. Now, I never take the physical descriptors of these cards, but okay, if you are a woman who has been wanting to be a mother, I see that you may have had some depression or some anger issues, especially in regards to having a child. Now, for those who are attracted to women, make sure you don't let your temper get the best of you. Because if you want things to work out between you and this person, it's not going to help. Alright, why pathway? Scales, keep your life in balance. And ant, work, achievement, success. Okay. I'm kind of getting this as a completely separate message, which is try to balance, work-life balance, but also that success in your career is going to take more time. It's going to be a longer road than you may like. But I do see you're making great strides when Mars enters Aries. Aries is your 10th house of career and status, after all. So that's being energized during this time. But alright. Cancer, that's what I have for you. If you want things to work out here, gotta open up to them. Or apologize if you need to. Alright. But if you like this video and you want to see more great content like it, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me in the channel. Be notified whenever I release a new video. Be sure to hit the bell icon and select all. And if you'd like a Vedic Sidereal birth chart, a personal tarot reading, or an astrology consultation, links to those will be in the description box and the comments below. And if you'd like to donate to help support the channel, links to those will be in the description box as well. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.